What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are back doing another off-season risk rebuild, as I thought the New Orleans Saints was only right to do today, of course, after Sean Payton is stepping away from being a head coach for the New Orleans Saints. Before we get into this video though, guys, if you could leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already, always greatly appreciated. And you guys' support lately has been amazing as it is, so the support hopefully just keeps coming in. Thank you so much for that. But it almost seems like an end of an era, right? We got Drew Brees retiring last year, and then Sean Payton stepping away now. I guess he's retiring for now, but he did say in the future that he could come back to coaching, so whatever that means, I mean, we'll see in the future, obviously, but it doesn't sound like obviously he's going to be head coach this season for the Saints. So the Saints will be looking for a new head coach, whether that's promoting Dennis Allen or whatever it may be. The Saints will be looking for a brand new head coach, so I thought it was only right to start a New Orleans Saints offseason risk rebuild today. So let's go ahead and take a look at who we have to resign in order to make this team good. So I know the Saints are going into this offseason with not a ton of cap space, so there's going to be quite a bit of players that we might end up losing if we don't free up money somehow, some way. So Marcus Williams would be great. We're not going to be able to bring Teron Armstead back. I don't think. It's going to be kind of tough on us because, like I said, we literally have like no money. We're negative in cap space. I think I remember Adam Schefter saying the Saints are going to be like negative 40 over the or 40 million over the cap, but I don't remember if that's correct or not. Maybe I'm thinking of the Packers and mixing them up with the Saints. Who knows? But we're going to go ahead and take a look at our salary situation and see if there's any way I can free up money. Not sure there's gonna be a way. I mean, we could release Alvin Kamara, or no, never mind. We would get 14. Never mind. That is not true. So let's look at our savings. So Marshawn Lattimore, Marcus Williams is a free agent, obviously, so that doesn't help us. Bradley Roby, we can free up about 9 million. We get 170K penalty, so I think that makes too much sense not to do. So we are gonna go ahead and cut Bradley Roby to free up a little bit of money there. So that makes sense to me. We got Marcus Davenport, 25 years old. While it would free up some money, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to cut a 25-year-old. I feel like that might just be a little too much. He's going to be a nice piece going forward, so I don't think I'll do that much. But we got another right in that would free up about maybe 3 million, if not. So we'll go ahead and release this guy as well. And is there anyone else that it just makes too much sense? Obviously, you can't cut Lattimore. Davenport, I'm not going to cut. Our right tackle would not save us any money. I'm not going to cut the defensive tackle. Just taking a look just in case there's anything else we can do. We have Nick Vanette here that could free up a little bit of money, and then we actually have a strong safety. So actually we do have a couple guys here that's good, just free up a little bit of money, just a little bit, nothing crazy, but it's going to free up a little bit of change in order for us to maybe re-sign at least one of our players, if not all of them. Hopefully we're not going to get Teron Armstead back. There's no way. Marcus Williams, though, I would love to bring back if possible. So other than that, let's see. I don't think there's anything else we can really do here. I mean, we could free we're not going to cut Eric McCoy. That doesn't make any sense. We could free up $1 million by cutting these two wide receivers if we wanted to. So I guess, you know, we'll cut these two wide receivers just to free up that little bit money that we could squeeze out there. And then we'll go straight back to our re-signing stage and see who we can bring back. Maybe the free safety. I believe Malcolm Jenkins always retires in this game. So I think we freed up about 14 million, it looked like. I'm not sure. Yeah, $60 million freed up, so not too bad. But one thing we do need to address is the quarterback situation as well. So a lot to do for the Saints. Whoever's coming in as the head coach has a little bit of a challenge ahead of them, but it should be fun regardless. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a DFS player props website that allows you to go over or under on players' projections. You're facing no one in the world but yourself and the numbers. So let me go ahead and show you a few examples of how it works. So on this example, I went for a flex play on Deebo Samuel, Cordell Patterson, Laviska Shenault, and David Johnson, who were all able to hit or go under the numbers, which led to me getting $170. That's just one example. And here's another example where I didn't actually get everyone correct, but I still didn't walk away with nothing. Aaron Jones was able to hit over his fantasy score. Chase Edmonds got over 10 fantasy points, and Mercedes Lewis got under 18.5 receiving yards. But unfortunately for me, DeAndre Hopkins did not get a touchdown in this game. If you do decide to sign up, my link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They are offering 100% deposit match up to $100. Malcolm Jenkins actually did not retire on us, so that's interesting. One person I did want to look at, obviously, is Taysom Hill. This team paid Taysom Hill a while back, and I know the contract was like structured in a certain way, but here in Madden, he is costing a little bit of money for a 68 overall, and even cutting him wouldn't help us, so that's really quite annoying. It would like be it would be an $8 million penalty. So we're pretty much stuck with Taysom Hill, which is really, really unfortunate for 4 more years. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, that Taysom Hill's contract is structured in a certain way in real life that I think it's not that bad, but I can't remember for sure. So, all right, we did free up a little bit of money, so we should be able to bring back a couple of players, which I do see a couple guys that I think make the most sense to try to bring back. So I'm not going to look at Teron Armstead because I just think it's going to be impossible to bring him back. It's going to cost a little too much money. So I'm looking at Marcus Williams and I'm looking at Deontay Harris as the 2 guys I would love to bring back. So I'm going to look at both of them. First and foremost, it's going to be Marcus Williams. So we're going to try to re-sign him, of course, and hopefully he's able to sign this contract. And he's back. So we got our free safety back, which is great. And then I'm going to also look at Deontay Harris, 24-year-old speedster. So hopefully we're able to bring him in. And that's going to be pretty much all of our money. So we got both of them. So we're able to re-sign a couple of key guys. But that's pretty much it. We're going to lose our left tackle. We're going to lose that outside linebacker. Jameis Winston was the quarterback before he went down with injury, of course. And then Traquan Smith, also another guy we're going to lose. So let's go straight to free agency day 1. This is going to be an uphill battle. I knew it. But I think we did an okay job to start this off for the most part. So taking a look at the lineup as it stands right now with all those free agents gone, we have Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas. Oh my goodness, I forgot about Michael Thomas. Totally forgot about him. What are they going to do with Michael Thomas? It seems like the man has been trying to get out of New Orleans, to be honest. And I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards trading him low-key because, like I said, it feels like the same. He hasn't played. It's been so long since he's played football, it seems like. So I honestly totally forgot about him for a second. But taking a look at the defense, we got Demario Davis. Outside linebackers aren't that great. Malcolm Jenkins. But we could low-key throw CJ Gardner-Johnson at the strong safety. Our cornerback, we have Marshawn Lattimore. Obviously, we cut Bradley Roby. We could use another defensive tackle. But yeah, there's quite a bit of holes we could use here. So honestly, man, I'm definitely looking at Michael Thomas right now. And I kind of want to see what his contract situation has looked like. Because low-key really forgot about him. He hasn't played football in so long. Used to be one of the best wide receivers. People called him Slant Man, obviously, but let's go ahead and take a look at his contract, see what it's looking like. So savings would be $2 million, and obviously releasing him would cost us $22 million. So that's not really an option. But Michael Thomas has been plenty of trade rumors, and it feels like he wants out of New Orleans, especially if Sean Payton retired, Drew Brees is gone, the quarterback situation just isn't solved. I would imagine if Michael Thomas is going to come back to play football, which I assume he would, I imagine a trade is definitely in order here. So we're going to probably look to trade Michael Thomas here. I think that's the next step to this offseason that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to be trading Michael Thomas to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this might be a little bit more than the Saints will get in real life since Thomas hasn't played football in so long. But in Madden, I'm getting a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and a corner that we desperately needed. And the Eagles are always in the market for a wide receiver. Obviously, Devontae Smith was pretty good for them this year, but Jalen Reagor hasn't lived up to what he was supposed to be. They're a little disappointed by him. So if you go ahead and bring in Michael Thomas, that just solidifies your wide receiver core, and that would be an interesting wide receiver to bring in. Just like that, we walk away with a couple picks and a corner from Michael Thomas, and I'm going to feel pretty good about that because when Michael Thomas did play football, he was one of the best wide receivers to play. So I would assume his value would go down a little bit, though, with him not playing for so long. But obviously, the offense takes a little bit of a hit, but we did upgrade with getting some draft picks. So we did kind of obviously bring in a rebuild scenario here with Deontay Harris being back. You know, Marquez Callaway still. So maybe one more wide receiver would be great if we draft one. And then defensively, there's still a lot we need. But of course, we were able to bring in a 26-year-old corner, which just helps out a little bit. Cameron Jordan also interesting, but I don't think I'll trade him. It would be nice to maybe trade him away at 33 years old. It would make some sense if the Saints were headed towards a rebuild. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to leave him here and call it good. So we need a defensive tackle. We need an outside linebacker. There's quite a bit we're going to need in this upcoming draft. Quarterback is still a very, very big need. So there's definitely some things we're going to need in this draft. It's going to be pretty important. Oh, I forgot. We actually have a left guard hiding out here. So Andres Pete. So now we actually have kind of a full offensive line. So offensive line isn't going to be as big as a deal. And then looking at the linebacker core, we got Pete Warner in here. I forgot about him as well, man. Okay, all I had to do was click generate best lineup. So we got Pete Warner. So I'm not going to worry about that outside linebacker necessarily. Still need a defensive tackle. Still need an outside linebacker. And we still very much need a quarterback. So we're going to probably head towards the draft with no cap space left. And we're going to be drafting and trying to bring in some good players to start this little bit of a jolt rebuild process for the New Orleans Saints. The draft process for the New Orleans Saints, it's going to be important that we capitalize on these draft picks and try to bring in some solid players. So let's go ahead and go to our first round pick on the board. At number 17, quarterback is in order. There's a lot of things we need. So we're just going to be pretty much going with whatever we can grab. So we got a quarterback. We got Malik Willis, got Charles Cross. I'm not going to look at the offensive line too much now. We got Rasheed Walker, Isaiah Spiller, Chris Olave, Justin Ross. So I am almost tempted to draft a quarterback, honestly, or not a quarterback, a wide receiver, because we do need weapons. We're trading Michael Thomas away. We have a couple, but it would be nice to have another one. We also need a defensive tackle. So there's just quite a bit that we're going to need here. So I'm just going to go ahead and draft. I'm going to draft Justin Ross with this first round pick. We need a wide receiver. I think it makes a lot of sense to bring him in. Obviously, we don't really have a quarterback throwing to him yet, but we are going to draft one, I think, with our 30th pick. So let's go to our 30th pick now. And hopefully Malik Willis maybe fell down the board or something along the lines of that. We'll see if we got that lucky. So quarterback still on the board. We got Desmond Reader, Carson Strong, Josh Joby. Okay. Or Josh Jobe, however you say his name. So quarterback is still very, very important. So you have Desmond Reader. Matt Corral is still here, but I don't think he'd go that far in the draft, obviously. Kenny Pickett. All right. Desmond Raider, I've heard about it. Thoracracy B, Thoracracy Shorts an A. So he looks like, okay, this guy actually looks like the guy we should be drafting. B awareness, B break sack, B injury. I'm going to draft Desmond here to be our quarterback of the future. We're going to need a little bit of quarterback competition with Taysom Hill being the only other quarterback we have. So I'm happy with that selection. Now let's go to our second round pick. So second round pick is next, and we need a linebacker. We need a defensive tackle. We need a lot of things. So let's see what we can get with this this second round pick. So we got Kenyon Green, Brendan Cox, Owen, Daxton Hill. Kind of hoping Jordan Davis is still on the board if I'm that lucky. Might not be, but we'll see. Haskell Garrett is, which could be a decent selection. We got Adam Anderson, who I do like as well. I do like them because obviously they're hidden development players, but all right, so let's go and draft. I think I'm going to draft Haskell Garrett with this selection. Unless if there's someone else I should be taking here, but I don't think there's going to be. I think I'm rolling with what we got. So I'm going to draft Haskell Garrett to be my defensive tackle out of Ohio State. We need a D tackle, so I'm happy with bringing him in. So just like that, Haskell Garrett, welcome to the New Orleans Saints, my friend. We also have a third round pick, obviously we got from the Eagles. So I think we have 2 third round picks, hopefully. So linebacker and then just whatever else we could get, to be honest. So let's go look at linebacker. Adam Anderson is usually a guy I go for because he's a hidden development, obviously. Nolan Smith. We scouted him quite a bit. See what he looks like. C, block shedding. C, tackle. B, man coverage. D, finesse moves. D, impact block. But we all know who I like. I wish I could update this draft class. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see if he's still here. He may not be here anymore, actually. He doesn't look like he's here. So Adam Anderson was already drafted. So we do need a linebacker, though. So I do want to draft a linebacker here. So who do we want to draft here? Linebacker, DeMario Overshown, Mike Jones Jr. I think we're just going to go ahead and draft. We're probably just going to draft Nolan Smith or Merlin Robinson. So let's go ahead and see what he's looking like. C, pursuit. B, man coverage. D, impact block. D, stamina. So I think I'm going to draft Nolan Smith here with this selection. Round 2 to 3 projection. We're going to draft him and hope he's decent at least. So we did need a linebacker, young linebacker coming in. So hopefully he's pretty solid. And looks like we have the very next selection as well. So that's kind of clutch. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this is looking like. Kenyon Green, Drake London, Owen. Corner maybe might be another good selection here. Mike Jones. Wide receiver wouldn't hurt. Maybe even another running back would be kind of solid. Let's see if I have... I don't really know where I want to go here. So Kenyon Green, Ventrell Miller, Drake London, Owen, Sean, Merlin Robertson, Xavier Thomas, a corner. So we might just draft a corner here. A corner, D, zone coverage, D, catching. Not looking too good here. So we're not probably going to get anything that good here. Xavier Thomas, Avery Young. See what he's looking like. B, catching. And then C, kick return, B, tackle. He looks okay. We'll draft Avery Young with this selection. And I think I'm going to call it good on that. So I think we made all the selections we need to make. I'm going to let the CPU draft the rest, and we'll see how we did and see what this team is about to look like going into this next season. So draft recap looks like this. We got Justin Ross, Desmond Ritter, 68 overall, Haskell Garrett, 67, 63, 66, 68 free safety, 64, 62, 67. So yeah, not the greatest draft, not going to lie, but it is what it is. We're going to be starting our rookie quarterback, I believe, and not really sure what to expect. I mean, the Saints are going to be in a tough situation regardless this offseason, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the lineup looks like, and then we'll go from there. So taking a look at this lineup, if Madden decides to load and not crash on me, but would not be surprised if it crashed. Let's see. And no, it did not, thankfully. Okay, so we have, this is what the offensive line looks like. Not too bad. We got a tight end. We got Marquez Callaway. Of course, we drafted Justin Ross. Alvin Kamara still. We got a fullback. And then we got Desmond Ritter and Taysom Hill. And then defensively, this is what we look like. Haskell Garrett, Cameron Jordan, a corner, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Malcolm Jenkins, and then you got Marcus Williams. Our outside linebackers aren't that great, but it is what it is. And then we got Adebo, and then Marshawn Lattimore. And then so we'll see. We'll see how things go, hopefully. So hopefully this season is solid enough. We are going to go ahead and just start Desmond. I feel like our potential will be higher if he's starting over Taysom Hill. So I'm going to be happy with that. Start our rookie quarterback. I honestly do not expect to make the playoffs with the Saints. I knew this was going to be a tough battle to come through. So we're just going to go ahead and simulate to this end of the season. Let's see if we find a way to scratch and claw our way into the playoffs, but not really expecting that. We'll see what happens. Whoa. We actually made the playoffs. That's a W. Chicago, New Orleans in the first round, wild card round. I was not, dude, it always be the videos that I don't expect to make the playoffs. And then like, for some reason I just make it. And then the videos I do expect to make it, we just don't make it. So that's Madden for you, I guess. I mean, why am I surprised anymore? I shouldn't be. So let's go ahead and take a look at the player stats and kind of see how things went. I'm assuming, okay, Desmond came in, was kind of a beast, it looks like. 33 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 4,600 yards. Okay, man, I see you. What a good rookie. Got him late in the draft. What a W. Taysom Hill did not play at all. He had 1 attempt, which is good, I guess. Rushing-wise, Alvin Kamara, 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns. Desmond even had 179 yards rushing. Benny LeMay, our backup running back, had 4 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Deontay Harris had 1,400 yards to replace Michael Thomas. So that's a W. 8 touchdowns. And then Justin Ross had 7 touchdowns. Marquez Callaway with 5. And then Adam Troutman even had 11. So that's huge. And then looking at the defensive side of the ball, see how good we were there. We had 15.5 sacks from Marcus Davenport, so I'm glad we didn't cut him, obviously. Cameron Jordan with 10.5, 3 from Demario Davis, 2.5 from Peyton Turner, 2 from David, and then 1.5 from C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And then receptions-wise, we had 3 from Demario Davis, 3 from Malcolm Jenkins, W. And then deflections, we got 9 from Demario Davis, and I don't know if we did get a touchdown. Marshawn Lattimore, I assume probably a pick 6, but cool. So we got a defensive touchdown this year. Offense was 12th in the NFL, and then defense was 26. So defense wasn't that good, but our offense was, not too bad with the rookie coming in. So one last thing, I do want to look at the lineup and kind of see how it looks. And then I want to jump into this playoff game and get some gameplay like we usually do when we do make the playoffs. So Desmond's up to a 74 overall. So developed like crazy. Happy to see it. This is what our offensive line is looking like. Really good. Love it. Alvin Kamara is a 99 overall, obviously. And then defensively, we got Haskell Garrett up to a 70 overall. Avonte Maddox at 81. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about this. We're going to go ahead and jump into this playoff game against Chicago, playing Justin Fields and the Bears. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a way to win this thing. All right, Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears in a snowy environment. Can we beat them? Let's go ahead and find out. So, we have the Bears scoring 3 points to start the game off. All right, let's see if we can drive down. No, it looks like I might have turned the ball over, low-key, or missed a field goal, but it's now 7-3. It is 7-6 now, so we're only allowing field goals so far. But we actually have 1:40 on this drive, and we're at the 40-yard line. So good field position. We have plenty of time on the clock. So low-key, I shouldn't have to screw this up. We already have 3 turnovers in this game, which is not good. So hopefully we can kind of minimize those, obviously. Don't like the turnovers. Can I get the angle? Oh, almost, man. I was almost gone for a little bit. Desmond Ridder has 1 interception. So at least he didn't contribute to all those turnovers, but definitely still a little disappointed. All right, we got a nice little out route here. That's going to be out of bounds, first down, W. All right, let's see if we can get maybe a deep shot going on. The Saints clear outs, let's see. It's a little bit hard to see the players low key with this all this snow, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I might just take RB underneath that. How did I not get intercepted there is kind of crazy, but I will take it. Thank you, Madden. All right, that was questionable ball, but it worked out in my favor, thankfully. Okay, I think I have B. I'm not going to risk it, though, because I don't want that linebacker to jump it. So we're not going to worry about that. It's going to rush for 4 yards. Low-key, kind of fast, not going to lie. Not too slow in the pocket, so we'll take it. Maybe Justin Ross finds a way to get open. I don't want to take the underneath again. Is Justin Ross going to be there? I'm going to take B, actually. So we'll take those couple yards. We do have a timeout. And just like that, we are driving down the field. If we can get a touchdown here, pull away with a 8-point lead, that would be fantastic. So we got 6 yards on that. Deontay Harris, Callaway. All right, let's see if we can get Deontay Harris maybe here. Deontay Harris is going to be open if I can. Yes, W. We're just going to no huddle this. I like what we're just going to be. Let's see if I can run the football with Alvin Kamara to get in the end zone. Come on. Come on. Nice blocks. Oh, okay, we have a timeout. It's all good. It's all good. We have a timeout. Okay. On the 2-yard line now, gain 3 yards. We need a touchdown 100%. So I do always like this play on the goal line. It just seems to work every time most of the time. So we'll see if it works for me this time. Hopefully it's there. It should be there. It's there. It works almost every time. W, stick in the goal on the goal line is a W if you need to throw the football. So Adam Troutman, are you hurt now? What the hell? I don't know what just happened. Okay. Chicago does not score before the half. Skip moment. And let's see if we can go up 21-6. Nope. 14-6. We come into Chicago 21-6. We might upset the Chicago Bears in the wild card round, which is going to be great. 24-6. And then 31-6. Yeah, I think this game is definitely over as long as we don't obviously allow a comeback. So we were able to come into Chicago, upset the Chicago Bears, and we're going on to the divisional round. We'll definitely take that W. Our rookie quarterback is coming out swinging. You love to see it. So now we get the Arizona Cardinals, who went 13-4. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably pretty sure this is where our playoff run comes to an end. I'm not going to jump in every single game. Let's just go ahead and submit to next week and see if we can find a way to get to the NFC Championship. And we did lose 24-21. But to be honest with you, the fact that we even made the playoffs, I feel pretty good about. So not even mad at all. This rebuild went a lot better than I expected it to. I knew it was going to be a challenge, but taking a look at the lineup, I mean, the Saints offseason is going to be interesting now, obviously with Sean Payton being gone, but if something like this could happen for them, that would be a W. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What team should we be doing next, guys? It's definitely open out there. You guys, let me know what team we should be doing next. If it's your favorite team we haven't done yet in the offseason realistic series, let me know. But for now, this is Crushables 2. Thank you guys so much for the support lately. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.